Hey, welcome back to our second edition of the pre-dame video tutorials. I hope you learned a few tricks from our summer look, and now we're gonna hop right into fall. We are gonna do a cute, smutty, brown, smoky sort of eye with a neutral lip and just a pop of pink on the blush. Hope you enjoy! Alright, so we're just gonna prep the skin with a nice yellow-based foundation. So I'm using Face and Body from MAC because I love how sheer it is. It has a nice glow to it. It's what everyone uses backstage at all the fashion shows because it really doesn't give much coverage. It just evens out skin tone and that's it. Now that the skin's prepped and super dewy, we're just going to add my trusty HD Makeup Forever powder right where we want to cut the shine. So that would be the nose and the chin and the forehead. Basically your T-zone. We're going to put a little bit just like right under the eyes, but you want to keep the highlight here that naturally happens with the glow of the face and body. Now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite products from Makeup Forever. It's an eyeshadow, but you can use it as a warming color. You can actually use it as a brow color if you're fair. It's number 76. It looks like an eyeshadow, but I use it all over the skin just to add warmth, and I love it. So now we're going to go in with Bobbi Brown Desert Rose, because it's a pretty neutral color. I don't want anything too poppy. I'm going to focus on the eyes more. So Amy says her lids get dry, so we are going to use a cream color base, and this one's MAC. It's called Hush, and it's just going to catch the shadows and hold them on throughout the day. So now I'm going to put a MAC color called Dip Down. You can use it as a eyeliner, but I'm going to use it right now as a base to get a really smutty, matte, smoky brown eye. Now before it dries, you just want to smoke it out with a fluffy brush. Doesn't really matter which one. I'm using MAC 224, but there's a bunch that you can use. So now I'm going to take a matte brown from MAC called Embark, and I'm going to throw it right into the lash line. I'm kind of pressing it in so it's darker into the lash and gets lighter as we go up. Now I'm going to use a little bit of a lighter brown called Corduroy, also from MAC, and I'm going to just throw it into the crease, again darker to lighter as we go up to really get a smoky effect. I'm just going to use that same corduroy that we put in the crease, and I'm going to use it right under the lash line to give a smoky feel. And you can use that same flat brush if you don't have a smudge brush and don't want to dirty a new one, or you can grab a smudge brush and go for it. Now I'm going to go in with a black kohl pencil so that it's extra smutty and just messily throw it into the lash line. And again, I always like to flip up the outer bits just cause. So you can even use your finger or a smudge brush to make it extra smudgy. Look up. Great. I'm just going to throw a tiny bit of the kohl right in these outer bits on the bottom. Use my finger and just smudge it right in. Just really close to the lash line. So now I'm going to grab that lash curler and really get in there and make sure that the lashes are curled. This is less about the lash and more about the shadow and the liner though, but I still like to curl. So now we're going to do a healthy dose of mascara. Again, I love to just wiggle it in there to really get it at the root. So we're just going to frame her eye a little bit more using a brow color just to place it right in where the hair is a little bit more sparse. And that really just frames the eye a lot more. See how the whole thing comes together? It's great. Now that the eye is almost done, I'm just going to throw a little bit of brightening concealer right under. This is Bobbi Brown Ivory. But it's a smoky eye, so don't get too close to the rim of the bottom eye. You want to keep it a little bit softer. And this just brightens. It doesn't really do too much, but I love it. I think it really makes the smoky eye pop even more. You want to pop a little powder over that. And then you're all done. Now we're going to finish off this look with a pretty neutral lip. She has a nice pigment to her lip, so I'm going to kind of copy the color and use one called Midi Mauve from MAC. I'm just going to lay it nice and lightly across the whole lip, top and bottom. And then I'm going to throw a creamy gloss that mutes the color out a little bit. And this one is MAC, and it is called Wildly Lush. Since the rest of the eye is matte, I don't mind a little glossy sheen on the lip. All right, I think we're done. Now that you're all smoked out, how do you feel?
I feel great.
Great! All right, well, thanks for joining us, and hope you learned some tips and tricks this time around for your fall fashion look. Smoky, smutty eyes with a classic neutral lip, and just a little pop on the cheeks, but nothing too crazy. You ready for a big date?
I am.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.